Welcome back to Lesscashmoremash. My name's Tom.
My name's Eeyore.
And today, his name's Sweaty Mike. Today we're cracking open a new bottle, or a semi-new bottle, of Barmen 1873 Bourbon. So this bottle,
Even as fast as Eeyore walks, I bet he's sweating right now.
it's pretty warm up here. But hey,
It is.
winter is coming. You know what I mean? So there it is. But you're not listening to the AC noise, right? Thank me for that. Leave a comment down below. So this one is made by, this is a little confusing on the terminology because we're pretty sure the Rocky Mountains and Coors and they have the Blue Mountain on there is a whole different place. But
Yep.
this is a 92 proof bourbon. This is Steve's bottle, by the way. Super fan of the channel. Steve picked this one up. He let us do a review of it. He got it for $35.99. So this says it's made by Coors. It started in 2021. This is low and brow, man. This is a low and brow segment. I keep saying that. I don't ever see that. There's no mountain on there. But it's a blend of straight bourbon whiskey that was proofed with Kentucky water and bottled in the Bluegrass State. So it is Coors Whiskey Company from Bardstown, Kentucky.
So Germany came over.
They came over
From
Low and Brow,
and mixed up with these guys, and they met in the middle.
That's it.
So Coors from the mountains, and then
I don't know.
Germany.
Is Coors affiliated with Low and That is Low and Brow to me. That's
no,
the Low
I believe
and Brow.
they bought them.
Right, they might have.
One bought one. I don't know if Coors bought. Obviously, Coors.
It's gonna have to. Yeah, I don't even know if Low and Brow is even made anymore.
It's probably Coors.
I used to
Coors Light now.
I used to tell stories of there. But back when we would go camping, and my father had a big conversion van type of a deal, and we'd be driving forever because, well, not conversion van, but he had the big 2-seater van, like the old school, like
We still had to sit in the back.
Well, that's what. Yeah, so it had the seats in there, and I always got stuck sitting with him in there, and he'd be like, if I got tired, he'd be like, "You're not laying on a seat, lay on the floor." And my father had these old floor mats with one of them had a Low and Brow symbol like this, so I would just pass out on the thing, and I'd come up with like this Low and Brow tattoo because it was 1,000 degrees, no AC.
It wasn't a low. It was similar to that.
It looked like this though. It was some kind of a lion's pride or something, but it looked like the Low and Brow symbol. It used to be like stuck on me.
He used to paint it.
Yeah, oh yeah. There was a whole thing, but so it just made me like, I'm like, I know that one. I used to get tattoos of it on my stomach.
That's a blast from
way back, right? That was back, yeah, because you were still camping.
He had those stupid flaps in every vehicle we had from.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
from the Buick.
Oh yeah,
to the Pontiac to the Buick.
He threw it in the next wagon. Absolutely.
Come travel with us in a station wagon. You think vacation was funny? You
shouldn't say this on YouTube, but the funny thing, I didn't realize you couldn't drink and drive until I got like 18 years old because it was always like, Mike, grab me a beer. That's how we ended up going to Maine. 6.5 beers later, we were there. That's how you got there. It just was
always.
Yeah, but beers too. It was, remember?
Oh,
He'd be like, Mike, grab me a beer. We'd be like, hurry up and drink because we got to pee, and he wouldn't pull over. It was torture sometimes, but.
So
anyway, back to the whiskey.
Let's bring that whole story back in. So the only reason he probably remembers is because they were yelling, "Mike, get me a beer," or my father was.
I was too young,
and they left me at a gas station. So the guy probably spent $50 at the vending machine, bought me every goddamn thing there, sodas. I had this much.
You know, parenting was different back then.
It was probably like an hour and a half before you guys made it back.
No, see?
The poor bastard's like, your parents will be... I was bawling.
I just remember, I was too little back then, but I remember Deb going, Mike's not here. Like, he kept yelling, Mike, for Christ's sake, give me a fucking beer. Mike's not here.
Yeah. And I walked right by my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
there's some fun times camping. Let's go back to the review.
Yeah,
I didn't get a nose in.
We used to do 10 days of camping, and we would stay in one place for one day, every day. We'd hit like 4 states on the way through. It was the
we were the best packer-uppers ever.
Oh, good God, yeah. But so, overall, back to a whiskey taste. What do you think?
I'm actually not. I'm not disappointed.
I know you weren't impressed with the proof, and he was mumbling under his breath while I was doing it. But you know what? I overall...
No, I was mumbling because I'm sweating.
It is hot up here.
No, I don't mind. But
look at the stories it brought.
bringing different stories. Sorry about
Yeah,
the lack of review for Barmen.
Yeah, exactly.
But
honestly, I don't mind this one at all. You get. I'm going to say it just to get the elephant out of the room. $35.99 brings stiff competition. Will this hang with the stiff competition? It might not beat them all, but it's not undrinkable. It has a good taste.
So
it's a nice little caramel.
I guess we almost need to recategorize because this is kind of like in the new stuff, the new people. You know what I mean? The new people coming up, where all their stuff is a little more pricier. So we can't.
You want to throw them in like the craft section? Is what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a good word.
I'm trying to.
What? So that if we could maybe categorize it that way, it's not outrageous.
No,
because we have some that are 50, 60, 70.
No.
And then I would say if it doesn't evaporate, this would contend.
It's going to evaporate because it's not our bottle. But this won't be ours. This is actually one of Steve's bottles. No, you know what? Honestly, what this reminds me of. So, in my theory, I always bump up to, would I pay $15 for an Evan Williams bottle and bond? Yes, because I like the proof and stuff. But if you are looking for like a little bit lower proof, a good flavor, does this beat Evan Williams at that 1873 or whatever? That's a lower proof. I think so. It also beats their single barrel that was up in that price range.
What I'm trying to say is let's try to get away from those guys that can make billions of barrels, and these guys are making I'm sure they're not making only 50 barrels.
No, right? No, I get you.
I'm sure they came up with enough checks that they're doing okay, but I'm going to put it in that category, I guess. And for the price range, to me, it's not outrageous. Is it? It's not bad.
It's not. I mean,
the nose is.
The only reason why I always bring that up is because if you are one of the lucky ones that are living down south or in the area where you can get JTS Brown for $17 or JW Dan or any of them, this isn't going to be for you. You know what I mean?
No.
Up here in New England, this is unique. It is different. People are going to be like Lowenbrow, you know what I mean, or whatever that is. That's what it brings me. Crazy people like me are saying
you might be the youngest one remembering that logo.
But I mean, it's a cool little thing on there. It looks like a coat of arms. You know what I mean?
Scottish.
Shield on there. Yeah. So I mean, that part of it. I mean, this is solid. This is actually very good.
I'm not disappointed.
Yeah. I mean, for 92 proof, it's not water-esque. It's bringing a little bit of a heat. You would almost guess this a little bit. It's right. It's not super complex, and you're not going to be like, wait a minute, I'm getting 14 different flavors. You're getting like one note, and it's pretty much the coincidental bourbon. That's it. You're getting the vanilla, the brown sugar, and that's about it. Not even caramel. I don't even think I went to caramel.
I don't even know about the super brown sugar, but and it's not sweet that way either.
Mm-mm.
So I guess in my head, I don't know where I just come up with this little creation, but
I don't know. I don't like your creation anymore. Buy 10 high. That's all there is to it. No, we have to get that eventually again, just for reference, like to see how bad it actually was. Like I drank gallons of that stuff. Gallons,
It was the first bottle you started with.
It was the first bottle I started with. But this does say limited release.
How do you say that? I have not seen it locally lately.
I have not either. Actually, I have not. To be honest with you, I have not. But
we've been all over the track. But
I haven't shopped locally.
Really
when I have been shopping, I've been out. No, it's not bad. It does say limited release. I don't know how widespread available, but he did find it here in Massachusetts, I believe.
The nose is starting to come around.
He's bought so many bottles in so many different states. I can't even keep track of his bottles. The ones that he bought for me, I try to keep track of what state they came out of.
I laugh because he's like, we don't really need to shop anymore. So I've been trying to stay out of stores.
Yeah, we have.
And he's like, look at tonight's pick. Look at tonight's pick.
Because not only are the ones that he's finding for me, he buys some for himself. And then I'm like, I have no idea actually if he got this I shouldn't even say that, whether it's in Massachusetts or not, because I really don't know. But overall, I mean, it doesn't, yeah, he can leave a comment down below if it doesn't break in any way. It has a decent flavor. It's not young tasting or anything.
It's
bad about it.
It's very good.
Yeah.
I don't mind it at all.
No.
And even the price point,
that's my only
would it be
pullback.
my first? Well, so I'm going into that culture land, and so it's very well priced in that land. Is it an Old Forester price? No, but again, they're doing billions. Can Coors do billions of barrels? Probably so, but maybe they just got their toes in the water right
I
now.
mean, but that's the difference. Though. If you're going to bring up Old Forester, that brings a banana nut. Old Forester 86 would beat this. You know what I mean? Just because of that complexity of flavor.
Trying to stay out of that.
You're trying, but you're throwing me lob balls over here, and I'm going to have to hit them out of the park.
Well,
I can't let that go because I think that totally would dominate. Old Forester 100 would crush this for the same price. You know what I mean? So, yes, I agree with you, but disagree with you.
I'm trying to do the mental in my head.
But you can't bring up one that I think is just totally dominant.
You got to bring those up, and I know
those
you
are the
brought
ones.
Williams, and
I think that would beat it too.
I'm trying, but I'm trying not to compare that land. I'm trying to compare the new craft.
That new Virgin that we just got. That definitely would beat it too. So,
but I don't. Virgin really isn't new. They've been around for a while.
No, but it's new to us because it doesn't come up here. It's only
but
a
it's not a craft
He
facility.
may have got that down here. He may have got that down there when he was down there. I don't remember what state he actually got this in. But overall, if you do see it, it is definitely unique. And it does say a limited release. I don't know how extensive it's out there and how much you can actually go at it. Leave a comment down below if it's in your area. I'll be curious to see what states can actually get it, because people have been letting me know on certain ones.
It was in Kentucky.
It's in Kentucky, but it doesn't. How far do they ship? So he was just in Virginia, so he may have got it down there. I don't remember seeing this because I think that symbol would have jumped out.
I would have.
You know what I mean? So there you go. It's
really not here.
He might have got it. He was just in Virginia, so he might have got it down there. So this is the Barmen 1873 bourbon. It is good. I won't give it a 2 thumbs up or anything, Siskel and Ebert style. It's solid. You try it if you want. Just know I personally believe there are a lot better bottles for less price. How's that? Is that diplomatic enough for you?
I say for a craft, if it's
Bardstown. How do you? I don't see how Bardstown can be craft. You know what I mean? Like there's no craft distillery in Bardstown. They are the bourbon capital of the world almost.
Well, so
you know what I mean?
Dipping their toes in it, to see they're tweaking it their way.
Okay.
That's the only way I can in my head.
Coors doesn't need our money, so there it is. It is good. It's not great. We'll leave it at that. You know what I mean? We'll just go with that. Is it worthy of the price? Sure, if you got money.
Anheuser-Busch. So these guys started this, right? The first ones I know that are from the beer land. Well,
the big ones.
Sam Adams.
Well,
Sam Adams
right.
has.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And
there's a lot of big names that are venturing in there.
Anheuser-Busch, I don't believe has.
I don't think so. But they got their issues, man. They got their problems. They're just trying to stay afloat right now at this point. So we're not going to get controversial on that. Thank you. That's why I shut the curtains. So,
but we didn't.
Nope, we didn't, because it's very hot up here. So there you go. Barman's 1873. We'll wrap this one up at that. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry if this was a bad review of them, but you got a story. So
it wasn't bad.
Spend less, drink more. Cheers.
Subscribe. If you want more stories, subscribe.
See, whiskey does induce stories. They're not always good stories, but stories do come out.